Hi guys, welcome back. My name's Sophie and I run a small Etsy business, Sophie in Somerset, here in the southwest of England. I'm a traditional artist and I turn my art into largely stationery based products such as bookmarks, prints and stickers. And this channel documents my day-to-day life as a small business owner. I'm also a mum and I work part-time in a school. So this is very much I would say it's more than a side hustle at this point. It is a small business, but it's a part-time business that I'm running alongside everything else. So I document my journey of how I balance things and hopefully my journey to one day having this small business be my main source of income. That's the goal, so I can spend more time at home with my little boy. He's 2 years old, so I want to make the most of this time. So welcome to another studio vlog. First studio vlog of 2025. Can you believe it? I have got so much to catch you up on. I can't let you into every little thing that's been going on, but there are going to be some very exciting videos coming up soon because I have a couple of things in the works that are so exciting, but I can't let you in on them just yet. But I will give you a couple of glimpses today and over the coming vlogs. But first off, we need to tidy up the studio just a little bit. If you're new here, my art studio is our box room in our house. It's very tiny. It's a very small single room. There's not much room, so therefore, whatever you do, it always looks cluttered. But it was very much a dumping ground over Christmas. We had presents in here that we didn't want little man to see or family to see when they were staying. So everything just got lumped in here. I've got some lovely new art supplies for Christmas, which I'm going to show you soon. We'll do a little art supply haul maybe after we've had a little bit of a tidy up. I want to get some art done today. I'm doing a daily art challenge at the moment. I am a couple of days behind, so we've got to do a couple of prompts for that. And today is the 25th of January, Saturday the 25th of January, which is Burns Night. If you are Scottish or originally from Scotland, you may celebrate Burns Night. My husband was born in Scotland, so we celebrate Burns Night. So we will be doing a little illustration for that, but I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Let's tidy up the studio and then let's have a look at the art supplies that I got for Christmas, because I think I want to use some of those in the artwork that we're going to create today. Oh, we also need to make a new sales tracker, because although January is a bit of a slow month, I have had, I think, about 3 sales, which I'm very, very grateful for. I think it was 2 digital and 1 physical order on Etsy this month so far. So I need to make a new sales tracker, and I want to make my own sales tracker this year. Normally I just use Emily Harvey's because I'm part of her Patreon, but I want to make my own sales tracker, so we'll do that together as well. So lots to get done. I'm in the studio. It's what time is it? It is 9:15, so I'm in here until 1 o'clock, until little man goes for his nap. Because I've got my parents coming up this afternoon/evening for Burns Night celebrations. So I'm only in here in the morning, so I need to make the most of it. So let's crack on. Let's give the studio a little bit of a tidy up, just enough so we can actually create in here. And then we'll have a look at the art supplies. Okay, so the studio is a little bit clearer. not hugely, because again, like I said, I've got a small space. It always looks cluttered, and I do have a lot of stuff, but it's a little bit clearer, so I can at least create now. So I want to share with you a few things that I got for Christmas from friends and family, and just some creative things that I hope we can use in the upcoming videos, maybe some upcoming artworks and products. Because I think I said in my goals video, I want to get back into creating art for the love of art and for the love of it being my hobby and my passion, rather than it just purely being for business, purely being for creating products. I just want to fall back in love with creating art again. And new supplies always fills me with new inspiration, makes me excited again. So it does help. So let's have a look what I've got. So the first thing is I've already been using it for my daily art challenge. I like to use a limited amount of supplies for my daily art challenge in January. So it's a 30-day sketchbook challenge, and we're going to be looking at that next. But last year I just used soft pastels with a fine liner pen, and that's all I used for, and it was only that set of pastels that I used, so it was a limited colour palette as well for the 30-day sketchbook challenge. And this year I've been using Crawford and Black's watercolour tablet brush set. I have it here on my desk because I have been using it. As you can see, it's being used. So just standard kind of watercolour set that you see quite often in this nice handy little travel tin. And I've been enjoying using that just for some simple pen illustrations. And then I've just been using also one of my V pens. I love Pilot V pens, so I've been using the V Ball 0.7 pen as well. This wasn't a Christmas present, this is just what I've been using for my daily art challenge, and we're going to be doing a couple of prompts together in a second. So I've got this watercolour palette, a lot from Crawford and Black. This was my mum's gift to me, or mum and dad, but let's face it, very often when you unwrap presents from mum and dad most of the time has no idea what's in that present. Let's be real. So my mum really went out and bought these from me. So if you're in England, it's from The Works, which is a budget shop for books and stationery, and they have art supplies as well. So although these are relatively cheap art supplies, I actually find them decent quality, certainly enough just for sketchbook work. I'm really happy with their supplies. So this is where the Crawford and Black range come from. I've got some more gouache paints. Now I use these all the time. I do have Holbein acrylic gouache. This is just straight gouache. Obviously, gouache is different, than it can be reactivated, whereas acrylic gouache can't. And there's a slight difference in texture, I find. My Holbein acrylic gouache are very much, they're pricey, so I tend to use them for special pieces that I'm either going to turn into a product or for a bigger piece. I sometimes use them in my sketchbook, but I use them sparingly. Whereas this, I can just have fun with it. I don't have to worry about using the colours sparingly. There's a good range of colours there. So my mum tends to get me a new set every Christmas because I tend to run out quite quickly. Then I also got this charcoal and sketching set, which I'm very, very excited about because we have some very exciting trips planned this year. I'm not going to tell you too much yet because I want to leave it a little bit of a surprise, but I'm very excited to take this on tour, so to speak. What else did I get? I got this little stamper set. I love these little gnome guys, so that was really cute. That was just kind of like a fun arty gift. I also got this felting kit of a little doggy. We sadly lost our family dog on Christmas Eve, actually, which was really, really sad. He was 14 and a half. He had a really good and long and happy life, but if you are a fellow dog owner or pet owner in general, you know it doesn't make it any easier. So got this little doggy, which is really, really sweet. And I got this which I'm very, very excited for. So it's marble and pour with texture paint kit. And in the kit, you get two like canvas boards, some gloves, some sticks, pouring paint, and you also get this texture paint as well. I'm so excited for this. And it comes like, it's got like a little Velcro front, so you can actually see inside. So this is what you get. I believe my mum got this from not Hobbycraft. What am I thinking? Home Bargains. Home Bargains. So again, another budget shop here in Shepton. But I'm really, really excited to try it out. We might do this together in a video. Maybe do another cozy crafts video, because I really enjoy doing that, and I have got some more craft projects. So maybe we can do the felted dog together, the marble pour, and I have got a resin kit as well. I also have lino cutting that I want to try. I've got so many craft ideas that I want to do. Maybe we'll do another cozy crafts video. Memory locked. I got a couple of beige Posca pens. These are so hard to get. I find it really difficult to find beige Posca pens. So much so that I had to get my husband, so I put this on my little wish list for Christmas. The rest of them was a surprise, but I did actually ask for these. They had to be bought online because can't get them in any shops, not the beige colour. And then my mum got me this, which is really, so this is pretty much all from my mum. This really is, so it's wildlife mandala art, which I think looks super cool. So it's a colouring book, but it's like really intricate. And you know, I like doing Zentangles. This is very similar. Oh, look at that lion. Look how coloured it is. So I'm going to have fun colouring that in. Bit of relaxation. And then I got this, which is really, really cool. So it is, instead of having a sticker book, it is a colouring book. It's a sticker book. So you have the same outlines as you would do in a colour by numbers or whatever. So you've got the numbers, but then at the back, you have stickers. You put the stickers in as well. I've not seen anything like this before, and I think that looks really, really cool, because if you know me, you know I love stickers. And then the final thing I got, which is also another Crawford and Black find, is a drawing board. Again, I want to do more urban / plein air art this year. There is a local drawing group that meets in my hometown, and they go out every week, rain or shine, no matter what the weather, and sketch outdoors. Unfortunately, it's on exactly the same time as my little boy's toddler group, so I haven't been able to get there yet. I'm hoping that the group continues for a length of time, so that when my little boy starts school, he's only 2, so it's going to be another 2 years. But my goal is to eventually join that group, so that I'm doing it routinely every week, because I think that would be really good practice for me. But in the meantime, I've got my own drawing board, so we're going to hopefully take this out and about. I don't think I'll be able to take this on all of my trips this year, because some of them we don't have much room, but I will certainly take it on at least one of them. So we can do some plein air sketching together. So that's my little art supply haul. I hope you enjoyed that little look. I'm always intrigued to see what other people got for Christmas and things, so I hope you enjoyed that. So now we need to get on to the 30-day sketchbook challenge. So we're on the 25th of January, so we're coming towards the end. And if you don't know, so look up 30-day sketchbook challenge. That's what the Instagram handle is called. And she only released prompts on each day, whereas in something like Peachtober or next month, for example, Deli's Designs is doing 28 Days of Sunshine, which I'm also taking part in, but she's already released the prompts for that. In 30-day sketchbook challenge, she only released the prompts on the day itself, so you don't get any prior knowledge. You have to create art then and there. Now, last year I was super good. I got them done most days, or if I didn't do it one day, I was only one day behind. I have shown myself a little bit more grace this year. It's been a bit of a slower start to the year. quite a few of us in the household have been poorly. There's been lots of bugs going around, and obviously this year I'm working alongside it, whereas last year I was still on leave after adopting our little boy. So I've had to show myself a little bit more grace. So I think the last prompt I did was the 21st. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 prompts to do today. But this is where I am at the moment. I like to try and make a double page spread out of the prompt. So I do them quite small. So this is where we are so far. And the prompts have been, so like the latest one was, what did you see on a walk? So I did a pigeon because me and my little boy saw quite a lot of pigeons on our walk to our toddler group that day. But it might be doorway, tea, mushroom. This literally was conker and acorn. That was something purple. So I did my little alien crocheted guy from another small business. Something in your drawer. So I did a little highlighter, box, mirror. So some things are very specific. They just give you the item, and some things are a bit more broad. So I think I have to go back and look. I think today's prompt is butterfly. I think one of the other prompts is cats. So we've got 2 kind of like anatomy, like animal and insect drawings to do. I can't quite remember what the other prompts are. I have to go back and have a look, but we've got 4 to do together. So I thought it'd be quite cool if we do those together now. So like I said, I just use, so sometimes I go straight in with the watercolor. Sometimes I will just use a pencil, just do the outline. Then I'll do the watercolor, and then we'll go over with the black fine liner. So super simple, not putting too much pressure on myself. Like I said, this is a daily art challenge, and you only get the prompts on the day. So I didn't want to do massive big pieces, although I did do one piece. I did a joint one. So I think one of the prompts was something beginning with L, and then the next prompt was underwear. So sometimes it's a bit, strange prompts. And I didn't want it to be crude or anything. So I decided to do some life drawing. So I looked up online life drawing, so something beginning with L. And I looked for one specifically with people wearing, it's more sportswear than underwear. And I did a few minutes sketches of each. Like I literally gave myself only 2 minutes for each sketch. And then I did these. So this is on a separate page in my sketchbook rather than the spread. So I combined 2. And that was really fun. It was just something a bit different. But the rest of the prompts are all on this spread. So let's have a look at what prompts we need to do. And let's sketch them out together and see what we create. Okay, so I'm really happy with how those turned out. So I did the full prompts. So the prompts were badge, ear, butterfly and cats. So got my little badge down here. I use a little pin badge, a little simple ear. I'm not very good at ears, but I don't think it's too bad. I'm quite pleased with the skin colour that I managed to get. So it just goes to show, although you're using just like a limited palette here, you can actually mix some quite good colours from it. Then I got my butterfly and cat. See, I've done a more kind of cartoony version of a cat rather than a realistic one. So to mix it up a little bit, and I've got a butterfly. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. Like I say, it's still 25th, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left of the 30-day sketchbook challenge. So I've got quite a lot of room to still fill up. I'm excited to see what the next prompts are. Like I said, they only get released on the day, which is quite cool because like you never know what you're going to get, and also you have to try and think quite quickly. Like I said, like when it said like something purple or something beginning with an L, something quite ambiguous, you have to try and like really use your brain to think what can I do. Whereas, like I said, with the 28 Days of Sunshine challenge from Days Designs, which I'm going to be jumping into pretty much straight away, she's already released the prompts, and they're much more specific. They're like ones like slippers, marshmallows, castle. Obviously, like you can have a bit of fun with it. Like for example, castle. I'm doing a sandcastle rather than a castle that you go and visit. Like ruins or something. So you can mix it up, but they're much more specific, and they're given in advance. Like I've already done the first kind of 5 prompts of that challenge, and actually I'm doing them all digitally. So I have been learning to use the iPad. We've got an iPad and an iPencil for Christmas. That was mine and my husband's present to each other. And I have been learning to use Procreate. There is going to be a separate video coming out of my journey of using it and learning. I'm still filming that at the moment because I'm going to film the whole process of me doing all the prompts for 28 Days of Sunshine. I'm using that challenge to see how much my art changes from the first prompt to the last. I think it'll be really interesting as I learn new techniques. Obviously, like layers is something really new to me. Trying to make things, I've found that you have to focus much more on light and shade with digital art than you do in traditional art. It's a lot harder to get that effect on a tablet. The drawing itself is a lot easier because if you don't like something, you can erase it, you can move it around. There are like drawing guides on there to help you draw straight lines, to draw accurate circles, which you don't have in traditional art. So there are some things that are really a lot easier. I am finding sketching on there is a lot easier. But there are pros and cons. But I'm going to do a whole video of that. So if you don't want to miss that, hit that notification bell, because I've been also using some tutorials. So I'm going to share with you the tutorials. God, that was a bit of a tongue twister. That I've been using that's been helping me. So if you're interested in learning digital art, make sure you look out for that video. So it's going to be coming some point in February, basically once I've done all the prompts. So now I think what we'll do, before we do some more art, I want to make sure that watercolour is completely dry before I do any more in my sketchbook. I think I'm going to go onto the computer and design some sales trackers. That's the word I'm looking for, sales trackers. Like I said, I use the free ones from Emily Harvey, but I want to do my own this year. I know some people do like kind of, if you land on a certain square, you get a freebie, but I put freebies in all of my orders. At the moment, I'm able to do that because I don't have that many physical orders. I have more digital orders. And where I'm unable to give you any freebies because you just download the PDF straight off my Etsy store. But so when I do get a physical order, I do like to add freebies in anyway. So if you want to order from my store and get a physical product, you will get a thank you card that doubles as a freebie art print. you will get at least one freebie sticker. Generally, I put a couple in there. So if you want, and it's beautifully packaged as well by me. So if you want to order, please go and have a look at my Etsy store. It's going to be down below. But let's have a go at designing some sales trackers. I think I'm going to do A5 size. I need to find somewhere on the wall to put it up, because where I normally have my sales tracker, you can't see it, but it's around here. I actually have my little goals page that I did for Emily Harvey. I did that in my goals video. So I got that up there as inspiration. So maybe I might move some of my colour palettes around. We'll have a look. Let's go and design a sales tracker together. Okay, so the sales tracker is complete. So this is going to be my monthly sales tracker. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I think I'll go with it for now and see how I go. I don't know if the background's a bit busy, but I wanted to use one of my own patterns. However, one of my goals in my digital drawing journey is to create a repeating pattern. I haven't done it yet, but I need to watch a tutorial how to do it. So once I've done a repeating pattern, we might redo this sales tracker with one of my new repeating patterns. But for now, I've just used a print that is available on my Etsy store as a print and bookmark. And you can see I've just kind of like phased out the little hearts a little bit, so I can write on there the names of the people who have ordered. So I need to do that now, because like I said, I've had 3 orders. I think there's 3 orders so far this month. So I need to fill those in. I thought I'd get 2 on a page, so I'll cut that out and find a place for it on the wall. And I've also done, I did it off camera, an overview of the year, because last year, rather than doing monthly ones like this and give myself a target, so this is actually 15 are on here, I think, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, so 15 sales tracker. I don't think I'm going to get to 15 every month, but it just looked good on a page. But you never know. So on this one, this is an overview, and that's what I had with Emily Harvey's last year. I had more of an overview where I looked at each month as a whole, which I do think is a healthier way to look at your business, because we go through peaks and troughs in the year anyway. Like I said, January is quite a slow month, and it has been quite a slow month for a lot of small businesses. Picks up in the summer a bit or drops off. Obviously notable times of the year, Easter. Autumn is massive, or in some cases autumn is bigger than winter now in terms of sales. So I do think you need to take your monthly targets with a pinch of salt and not focus so much on getting the numbers. I think you have to look at the year as a whole. So I think this is really, really healthy. So I just got a box for each month. I'm breaking down the figures as well. You will see on here, I don't know if you can see it, so it's got Etsy, then shop/market. That's a little bit of a clue what's happening. I am going to be hopefully stocking my products in a local shop, but I'm going to do a whole video dedicated to that. So that's something that I have been keeping a little bit of a secret, but I'm going to do a whole video very soon about that. I want to get I'm hopefully going to be stocking my products from the 1st of March. So we've got a little way to go yet. And I really want to see how the first month goes and then share my first month's figures with you before I release the video. So expect that video probably in April, I would say. So it's a little way to go, but you will get a whole video of the whole journey now. And I've been filming me creating the products for that and everything. Because I've been doing that, that is going to affect my spring launch. It's going to be a digital products only spring launch, because I've been investing a lot of money into the products in the shop. But I'm going to explain that more probably in the next video, because we'll be doing our shop update prep together. So that'll be the next studio vlog. Anyway, I digress. And I've got markets on there as well, because if you watched my goals video and my last market vlog, you will have seen that I said that one of our goals this year is for my husband and I to run our own craft fair. Now, that is something we haven't done much with yet. We haven't thought much about it because I've been focusing on getting my products into this shop. This opportunity came up sooner than I expected. So I wasn't prepared at all. So the market idea has gone on the back burner, but it is something I still want to do. I think we'll be aiming maybe for a summer market, maybe doing a summer and a Christmas market. But that's something I want to do. So I've put that on there. I'm not going to be signing up to any other markets because I want to focus on shops this year. Anyway, so I've done a box for each month. So it's got Etsy, shop market, and then total revenue. So I'm going to record the overall sales and the overall income. It's a way to see, basically to see whether Etsy is still worth it, whether or not I should open my own Shopify store, which is something I've been thinking about. If I'm getting the sales from the shop, then I'll continue putting my products in the shop. Obviously, that is a financial outlay as well, so I need to make sure that's paying for itself. Again, with markets, is market something worth doing? I don't think you know until you've recorded it and have a good overview. But the flip side is, if I'm doing the markets and the shops and I am getting the sales, then I can probably invest in a website because then I'll be driving my own traffic. So I thought this is a good way of having a good overview of the year, and then by the end of the year I can make some really, hopefully, more informed business decisions, because I am trying to take it a bit more, not that I wasn't ever taking it seriously, but I think when you start out you're just seeing what works, whereas this time I'm really trying to make this profitable business, to make it really pay for itself. I've got to a really good sweet spot at the moment on Etsy that the algorithm is liking my digital products, and my digital product sales are 90% of the time paying for my monthly listings. So I haven't got to then outlay for that. It's profits that are going back into the business. But I need to keep track of these things. And then right at the bottom, I've got total Etsy sales, total shop sales, total market sales, and then a final total to see how those totals break down. And then again, total Etsy revenue, total shop revenue. I put an E on the end of shop. What an idiot. Total market revenue and final total. Again, just so I can see what I want to do going forward. Like last year, for example, I did 2 markets in Wells Town Hall, which is a local city to me, and they were not profitable at all, didn't make anything. So therefore, I'm not doing those this year. So I think in business, you really need to look at what works, what doesn't, and be prepared to change your plans accordingly. So I thought this was a really good overview. I'm probably going to put it next to the computer because I don't think I've got room next to my art desk. So I'll probably put it here or something. So let's put this one up. Let's cut this in half in 2. Write down the orders that I've had this month and find a place for that on the wall. And then I think we need to do some more drawing. I really want to do some more drawing. What time is it? It's 11:21 already. Like I said, I've got until 1 o'clock. So as I said to you, it is Burns Night tonight. It's the 25th of January. On the 25th of January in Scotland, Burns Night is celebrated, if you don't know. And other people celebrate it generally if you have a Scottish connection. So I'll be really interested to know. Comment down below if you celebrate Burns Night and where in the world are you. So I want to see how far the celebration spread. But if you don't know, so Burns Night is the celebration of one of Scotland's most famous people, Robert Burns. And it's almost like the second national holiday of Scotland. We have St Andrew's Day, but we also have Burns Night. And traditionally, you serve haggis on Burns Night. Robert Burns wrote a famous poem about haggis. And if you're having a really traditional meal, which we're not, we're having haggis tonight, but not traditionally, because traditionally it is piped in by bagpipes into the meal, which is really, really cool. We had that when we were in Scotland. So we went to Scotland on our honeymoon. Like I said, my husband is originally from there. So haggis is, you're probably going to think, if you're not familiar with it, it might sound a bit gross to you, but I can promise you it's really, really nice. So it is basically the insides of sheep. Apologies if you're vegetarian or vegan. So hearts, lungs, liver, and then it is encased within the sheep's stomach, and it's mixed with spices and oatmeal. Really, really, really lovely. It sounds not lovely, but it really, really is lovely. And it's traditionally served with meats and tatties, which is Sweden potatoes, if you don't know. And that is what we're going to be having this evening. My parents are coming over. We're going to, once little man's in bed, we're then going to have like a board games evening. It's going to be really nice. Which is why I need to get done by 1 o'clock. So me and my husband can have lunch together whilst little man's sleeping, and then we can do all the preparations for tonight. Anyway, I digress. I want to do a drawing to celebrate Burns Night. And there is a little in joke. So when generally people from the UK know what haggis is, but I would suggest if you didn't have Scottish roots, you might not know what haggis is if you're further afield. And they tend to like to play a little trick on people and say that haggis is a little brown furry animal that lives in the Highlands of Scotland, and you can go haggis hunting, and that's what we're eating. And I used to be a dental nurse, and when I was working with a Romanian dentist, he was going to Scotland, and as a practice we managed to convince him that haggis was a small little animal, and we asked him to go into a pub and ask about haggis hunting. Luckily he didn't go into the pub. I think they would have found it quite funny, but they might have poked fun at him a little bit. But he did. We played along with it quite a while, and he was convinced. And then he found out that it wasn't a little furry animal. But I want to draw a haggis as if it was a little furry animal. I'm picturing something similar to like a small version of a capybara, so maybe like a little guinea pig kind of size, because haggises tend to be like that size. So I just thought that'd be something quite cute to do in celebration of Burns Night. And something that I haven't tried doing is I haven't tried drawing traditionally, or painting traditionally, and then taking a photo of it and putting it on my iPad and then working over the top to enhance it. I haven't tried doing that. And it's something that I want to do going forward once I've like mastered the drawing tablet a bit more, because I am a traditional artist. I love traditional art, and I'm not suddenly going to become a digital artist. I just want to learn the craft enough that I can then combine the two to hopefully elevate my traditional art and just offer something different while still being true to my roots and true to my art style, if that makes sense. So we're going to have a bit of an experiment. I think we're going to do, I was going to do a gouache painting, but I think we're going to stick with the watercolours that we were using for the drawing challenge. I want to draw a little haggis furry animal. And then I also want to do, because it is next week is Chinese New Year, and the animal for this coming year is snake. So for Lunar New Year, they have an animal each year. Fun fact, I was born in the year of the horse, 1990. If you wanted to know that, probably didn't. But so I wanted to also do an illustration of a snake, then use on social media. These are just going to be for Instagram. Although if you do like them and you want them as a product, like a sticker, please comment down below and let me know. But the idea is they're just going to be a fun illustration just to go on social media. So I think that's what we'll do next with the time that we've got. So we'll do a drawing, maybe so I think, like I said, a watercolor, because I'm thinking if I do a watercolor that's quite a light wash, hopefully then when we then layer up on the tablet, we'll be able to get some good textures. That's what I'm thinking. And I really want to do some nice backgrounds for them, like maybe like a Highland background for the haggis, and then maybe like fireworks or something, like for like Lunar New Year for the snake. That's what I'm thinking. So I think I'll go back to my art desk, and in my sketchbook we'll draw the haggis and the snake. We'll take pictures of it, and then we'll see what we can do on the iPad in the time that we've got left. Even my computer's gone to sleep. But yeah, let's first do these, put them on the wall, and then let's get some more art done. thank you for joining the day with me today. I'm so happy with how these drawings turned out. The first time doing some drawing in my sketchbook, taking a photo, then working over the top, I deliberately in my sketchbook left the drawings quite rough. Like that's why I didn't go round in my usual black pen with these, because I didn't quite know how it was going to work on the iPad. But yeah, really happy with how this turned out. Obviously, as you can tell, I am still learning on Procreate. So all you masters out there, I'm sure you're looking at it thinking, well, you could have done a lot better, but I'm still learning. I'm really on this snake, especially, like I really love the texture brushes that you're able to create to get like the snake skin effect. Yeah, it would be really hard to do that traditionally. So that's a great thing with digital art. And I'm really happy with how the background turned out in my little haggis picture. So haggis will be coming to Instagram later on today, once I've kind of uploaded it this evening. And then you'll see the snake posted for in time for Lunar New Year. This video will probably go out just afterwards, so you will have seen them both on social media. But thank you for joining me for this studio vlog. So next time we'll be getting ready for the spring shop update. Like I said, it's just going to be digital products due to the fact that I'm putting physical products in a shop. So I'll be chatting more through all of that. My iPad is definitely helping doing some line art for maybe some colouring sheets and things I've got in mind. So yeah, that'll be next time. And then also this month, or it'll be next month. So this is January studio vlog. So next month you'll also see the digital drawing video as well. So lots of exciting things coming. So if you do want to watch those and you don't want to miss it, hit that notification bell. Please hit subscribe as well. Every follower really does mean a difference. Like I said, I'm on a journey to hopefully making this a sustainable income for us, to enable me to drop my part-time job and to spend more time at home with little man. So thank you very much for supporting me in this journey and joining me. And also please like and comment down below. I'd love to get to know you, the people who are watching these videos. I see my regulars, and I really love hearing from you. So have a lovely Burns night. I am going to be enjoying the haggis, neeps and tatties with hubby, little man and my parents. But whatever you're doing, have a lovely rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. God bless. Love you.